Hello, Jeff Patterson. This is Daniel Tran. Today we're going to look at some three-way exchanges and talk about just some basic details on how we play those. I'm just going to show you a few variations. There's hundreds of different ways you can put these together to just give you some idea to set the platform, and then you can play with it however you like. So the first one we're going to look at is a basic jab exchange, three-way jab exchange, all high jabs. And when we're doing this, when I'm feeding the jab, so say I feed him the jab and he's not moving his feet at all. He can stay stiff there, or he might snap back on the catch. Also snap back, that rear shuffling back. Let's come this way a little bit. Or he might shuffle step back and really get some distance. Now, any one of those ways are good for defending that jab. What happens though is if you get somebody who's got a long reach, they've got a fast jab, and you're just trying to catch that jab and do this, and you don't get the counter strike in or ready to respond to something, by the time that second jab comes, you're going to be eating it. So with the way that we're going to practice this drill today, we're going to work the last one in that line of variations on how to defend that jab, where we're both going to be working on that shuffle step. And when you're doing the shuffle step, if you watch me from the side, if my feet are this distance apart, I don't want to shuffle forward here and shuffle back here, and now my stance is changing. I want to have the exact same stance on both sides. So if I'm going forward and that front foot moves 3 inches, that back foot only moves 3 inches. So I have that good foundation underneath me. So in this first exercise, we're going to do a three-way high jab exchange. Normally when we're playing this, we would do a three-way exchange. I would be the initiator, then Daniel would be the initiator. Today, for simplicity, so it doesn't get too confusing when we start showing you some different variables, I'm just going to be the initiator all the way through. But when you're practicing with your training partner, have it be where you initiate one, and then he initiates one. And so you're kind of going back and forth. Make sure there's a pause between. You're moving around using your footwork. Otherwise, you're just going 1, 2, back and forth. So when we do this, notice how we're going to do a three-way exchange. We're going to pause. We're going to move around, use our footwork, and then we're going to go back into the three-way exchange. Working the catch block right now. With all the drills today, we're just going to work 2 defenses. We're going to work that catch where you turn your palm forward, keep the elbow in, don't reach for it. So if you're looking here, I'm not going to come out this way with the punch. I'm going to use my hip for putting power, not the power of my arm pushing forward. And on the low line punches, when we get there, we're going to be working that forearm shield. So the first one, the three-way exchange high with the jab, is just 1, 2, 3. Move around a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Good. Basic. Now, I'm going to throw another variable in there. So I'm going to feed the high jab, and he's going to come back with a low jab. So I come here 1, and I'm using that backhand and just rolling that in. But we're going to do this on a three-way exchange. So 1, 2, 3. Now for him, he's kind of leaning down a little bit or dropping his weight. He's got to be fast to come back on that catch to get that third jab. So again, 1, 2, 3. Good. Next one. Same idea. We're going to go high, high. Last one that's going to come in is going to go low. So I feed the jab, he feeds the jab, I come in low. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and next one. Low, high, low. So I come in with a low jab, he comes back with a high, I finish with a low. 1. Good. All right, next one. Now we're going to start using the rear hand. So when we throw the rear hand, and again, we're just showing a couple variations. You might do a three-way exchange just all off the rear hand, right to right to right. This one we're gonna go jab, right hand, jab. So when I feed the jab, he comes back with the right hand. On this one, I'm gonna do a lead hand parry. So I gotta get that jab back quick. I can't leave it dangling on the way back or dropping it on the way back. I'm gonna be too late. So I gotta jab, pop, jab. Good. And last one we're going to do, same idea, but he's going to come back with a low right hand. So I feed the jab, low right hand, back into the jab. Exactly. So basic concept, but there's hundreds of ways you can put these together with the straight punches, working all rear hands, double rear hands, putting it together with a jab, different elevation, and it's just a good way to kind of spice up the training and get your heart rate up. So you start doing this fast, you're doing it back and forth, and do a half hour of this. It's a great sweat you're going to put on. You can work on these when you're shadow boxing. Play it like that on by yourself or in front of the mirror or in a heavy bag. So hopefully you enjoy the lesson. This is right off of our current curriculum, so if you're a member here at the Academy and you're working on this rank, this is one of the things that we're focusing on, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care. Thanks for watching.